I have a confession. I did not mow my lawn. I slept all of the daylight hours. I know. It's already too hot, but I'll do it. I know someone said that mowing lawns destroys homes, and I get that that's true because I like bugs and butterflies too, but I have a tendency to get the code enforcement called on me because I leave it too long. So I gotta do it. I appreciate the bullying. It didn't work this time. Maybe it'll work next time. Because we've got a record-breaking heat wave continuing in the west and intensifying in the central U.S. today with elevated to critical fire weather conditions for portions of the Four Corners region, the central and southern Rockies, and the Great Plains. Wintry weather is still expected from the northern Great Lakes to New England, although I'm just seeing it over New England right now. There is a system coming down from Canada that's going to hit the Great Lakes area. Puget Soundy poos, it's got a little further south now, and Oregon coast is seeing some of it too, but you are getting peed on. Daytime high temperatures, 40s and 50s for the Puget Sound, 60s for the east side and Oregon, 87, 72 for NorCal, 93 to 80 for SoCal. Mountain states, we're seeing lots of 50s and 60s up in Montana, 70s as you get any further south than that, Wyoming 82. All of the southwest in the low to high 80s unless you're down by the border, and it's more like the 90s and well into the hundreds. Plainsy poos, we got 53 only way up top in North Dakota by the border. By the time you get halfway down through North Dakota, it's 69. Nice. And then South Dakota, and from there south, it's in the high 80s and the 90s. A little bit cooler around the Gulf, 85 at the tip of Texas, but the rest of Texas is in the 90s proper, with 99 being the highest I see, though might be even hotter. There's some white over there that usually indicates 100-degree temperatures. Midwesty poos, we're seeing 30s, 40s in the lake states, but only in the north. They pretty quickly get into the 60s and 70s. And then by the time you hit Kentucky southward, it is in the high 70s and the 80s, 79 around the Gulf. And for New England, 36, 43, 48, 58. And then any further south than that in the mid-Atlantic, seeing 70s and 80s. A little cooler on the Outer Banks, 65. But 80 for mainland Florida and 79 at the tip of the Peanuts. McMurdo, cloudy, snowy. Wind at the north from 8 miles per hour is turning 16 degrees into feeling like 7 degrees. Puerto Rico seeing increasing humidity this weekend, bringing in more frequent showers and possible urban and small stream flooding. Highest potential to observe this increase will be late Saturday and into Sunday. Warmer temperatures are expected today with upper 80s and mountains in the mid 70s to the low 80s. Moderate risk of rip currents will persist through the weekend, though there does not appear to be any watches, warnings, or advisories at the time of my report. Daytime high temperatures today expected: 85, 88 for the north coast, 80 for the east coast, 85 along the south, 88 for the west, 75 for the interior, 85 for most of the U.S. Virgin Islands, but a little cooler out at St. Croix with 82. Alaska, you know what time it is. It's cold. I'm so sorry, and it's only wet in the south around the Gulf of Alaska, Anchorage, and the Panhandle. Daytime high temperatures for the last frontier: -2, -9 on the Arctic Circle. Lots of single digits and teens for the rest of most of the state. 33 to 13 for the Aleutians, 32 to 30 near Anchorage, and 33 for the Panhandlers. Hawaii, you've got lots of wet and thunderous weather going on. You are continuing to get peed on. Flash flood warnings, special marine warnings, flood advisories, winter storm watches, and flood watches are still in effect for most of the islands, although winter storm watch is up top on the big island at the peaks, and that flash flood warning is especially where you see the red on the map right there. So basically rain and thunder to continue, and soggy wet soil and very scary seas. Daytime high temperatures for the island chain in the high 70s to the mid 80s for most areas, although 76 to 79 seems to be about the median. Okay, did you mow your lawn though? That's the real importance. Super important, unless you don't have a lawn, in which case you should just touch grass because it's going to be nice and warm, except where it's not. Sorry Hawaii, sorry, it's still warm there. It's just very wet. I'll go now. Look at me on my way to not mow my lawn. Bye.